Hello there, and welcome to episode 17 of our Age of Wonders playthrough. The amazing Roland and his Industrious Rodents. And we continue to have game sound. Hooray! So, at the moment, we're in a lull, we've finished our war, and we're basically trying to build structures for the magic victory. We're doing a bit of mop-up where the former cities of our defeated friend, Perennius Sundancer, they are now free cities, and some of them are still at war with us, so we're mopping that up. But we're in a transition period just now. He's built a Root of Shadow, Beller Deathfinder. So these are used for the magic victory. We're doing the same now. Apparently we're running off to this teleporter? Sure. And they were considering fighting that until I saw what's in here. We need reinforcements if we're going to fight them. I don't really need to fight them, it's there, it's something to do. In fact, if we do fight them, we'll get a wee bonus for that city, because that city owns this province. And we'll get a little bit of mana and a little bit of research for it. But like I say, I need more units. We could bring these guys in. They're just kind of spare units that I've got kicking about. Let me just check some. The ones that just teleported, where did they show up? They're here. Right, okay, hang on. I want her to have... We're building a golden golem for her. We could do with an iron golem. We could do with a bastion. And we could do with one of these transmuters. She's ranged herself, so yeah, we'll also get a steel shaper support unit. Right? Which means she doesn't need any of these. So we can take this army with 3 front lines, so they could use some sort of support if we've got one. If we don't, they can have an archer. So this lot can go and help out them. It'll take a while, but we can go and do that. They can join them in defending this city. Although, I think, instead of defending this city where there's nothing exciting going on, I will park them in this city where we're building one of the magic victory buildings. I'm not sure what to expect from the magic victory. Like, we're going to get attacked, I know that much, but I don't know exactly who's attacking us, how strong they'll be, anything like that. They're just joining. Siege over here. Now this is probably my most productive city. If I check the city stuff, yeah, production, Donbane, I mean they're all pretty productive because we're industrious, but they're the top. Even higher than our former capital. And I've also got the most drafts. They build things faster. They're currently doing the golden golem. How long does it take them to do a bastion? Only 2 turns. We'll do a bastion then. But I also need to build a building. Just a industry building. I guess we could get a little bit more food from this. We'll get a little bit more food from the reagent refinery. It's a bit expensive for what it does. It gives you 10 draft and 10 food for each one of these special resources. I've only got 1 in my radius at the moment. I'll get 2 I think when we clear that, and we can obviously claim this and claim this to get more, so it's a longer term investment. Lithium over here, they could do the same. They've got 2 already, so they get 20. How's their defences? Their defences we can maybe do with getting better defences. In terms of adjacency stuff, don't really have anything set up for that just now, so I won't bother with the special improvements just now. I mean, maybe the builder's quarters. It's better than a regular quarry. Even if we don't do the adjacencies, yeah, we'll put our builder's quarters down. But then I'm building the Bastion's Barricade, which gives us fortifications, and during combat we get 2 free Bastions defending, which is pretty good, 2 free tier 3 units. We've breached the walls here, so I'll attack. I think I'm just going to auto-combat because it's not a particular... I mean, there's a hell of a lot of these Dark Knights. We'll see if anyone dies. If they do, I'll take over and do manual combat, but it's saying it's a safe battle, so I don't think we need to... I did lose a Steel Shaper. Okay, I'm gonna manual this. I'm not guaranteed to do better than the auto-combat, but we might. They've just got hordes of tier 3 cavalry here. That's all they've been building. Which, it's the first time I've seen the AI do these kind of monostacks. It was very common in Age of Wonders 3. You'd get... The AI would very quickly just do nothing but one type of tier 3 unit, but I've not seen that here for a while. Can't cast spells in the first turn. And they're actually kind of our bane because our tanky units that have good defense modes, they just knock you out of defense mode. That said, my Golden Golem is kind of the exception. The Golden Golem gets first strike, so it gets to hit them before it happens. I'm moving them up. I've got my hero. So I'm going to Devastator Spear, I don't really need that. Hero's going to move there. But I'm just going to defend. Oh no, I shouldn't defend because they're going to knock me out of defense stance. I'm silly. They're going to defend just because it gives us bonus actual defenses regardless. And I'm going to bolster the defenses of my hero. We could potentially stun a bunch of them with this. I'll try that. Stun 3 of them. That's not bad. That's going to have a volcanic eruption, so I don't want to be standing there. I don't really want to be standing in any of these places. Okay, I'm going to come back to you in a minute. I've got these guys. These are like baby version of that. I'll just send them over to help over here. Because we have slight overkill over here. And then my hero, their big two-handed sword, big 60 damage charge, which means we can afford to move the others over too. We don't need to. So I'm going to mark target on this one. Easier to hit. Shoot them. They'll just guard. Yes, they just guard. And yeah, my archers. I'll put my archers here. We're going to do pretty good damage. Oh, and I've got a transmuter as well. Transmuter's just going to move over and take a pot shot on the way. So, are you going to take attacks opportunity to come and hit them? Or are you going to... Did they just dispel the stun? They didn't dispel the stun, okay. They put regeneration on them, which is annoying, but they didn't dispel the stun. Okay, cool. Most of them are stunned. And I can stun them again, with magic. Oh no, I can. I'm almost researched it. We're researching it as we speak. But it's not researched yet. Never mind then. I quite like this melt armor. It's just generally a good spell, and it doesn't affect our allies for some reason. So I can park it there and hit all of them. And you can just attack them. That's one down. You just attack them. Yeah, they may as well attack. There's no point in them defending because they'll just get knocked out of their defensive stance. Pikemen can come in. Good counter to cavalry, although it's the weakest possible pikemen for our group. They move up, we get a decent chance to shoot them. Same with these guys. They could heal someone, they could boost their strength, or we could just shoot someone. I'm just going to move up and shoot someone, because maybe we can kill one of those models. Nope, we missed. maybe they can get rid of a enemy model? Nope, we missed again. They just stood in some caltrops. That's them dealt with. Okay. This next turn might hurt a little bit because they're not stunned anymore. And they just got all their debuffs removed. Now, they only hit once, so it's not that bad. And we do still have very high defenses, so we're actually doing alright. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. I don't know how the AI managed to lose one of my units. I'm gonna buff their defenses. I was gonna transform their defenses into damage, but they don't actually have very many to transform. We'll mark yes. Who's this? My pikemen. Is there anything I can do to help for my pikemen? Maybe stun them. There we go. Stun them. Technically we're petrifying them, but it's the stun status effect. Is this once for battle or something? No, it's on cooldown, so I'll be able to use it on their hero next turn. Their hero's difficult to hit because they're part of the overbearing Ratkin, and Ratkin have quick reflexes, hard to hit with ranged attacks. And this is a bit of a problem for my particular faction because we are very, very tanky, but we're kind of rely on range attacks to do all our damage. That's the volcanic eruptions happening. Okay, can I use up? That's your strength a bit. Finish use off. Right, so we've got our mark ready again. Mark the hero just in time. Reduces their defenses, so they'll take more damage. And I can get a flanking attack with my hero. For the big damage. My golden golem is good against cavalry. And we stunned them. Pikemen. Although my pikemen are a bit injured, so they're not doing as much damage. Sadly, not getting very good chance to hit them. I think we can finish up with the archers. Yeah, there we go. We should get a bunch of gold for that. Yep, we've got a lot of gilding going on. Level ups for just about everybody. And we didn't lose a unit, crucially. So we're just going to vassalize them. Takes 4 turns. And I guess we're just chilling until that happens. Once we get them, they've got a bunch of desolate terrain and stuff, so we're going to start casting. Our mana's kind of low, but we're going to start casting Restore the Land. Now, I don't think I can do it just now. Now, I have to wait until it's under my control because that spelljammer's stopping me. But it's ready when it happens. So they've leveled up to level 12. She's our big two-handed sword lady. So I'm thinking Sundering Strikes doesn't help her that much. It reduces the target's defense, so they take extra physical damage. But a big chunk of her damage is not physical. It's currently spirit. Plus she only hits once, so we'd only apply it once. Whereas if we had like a one-handed weapon that hits 3 times, you could apply that 3 times. So I'm not going to take that. So we could just get a straight 10% more damage, and that would be nice. When you do 60 damage, that becomes 66. That's pretty good. We could make her a bit tankier because she's not got a shield, and in fact that's a lot tankier. That's 2 defense rather than 1 and 10% evasion, so she'd be harder to hit. We could take the killing momentum, which is also good. When she kills another unit, she gets an action point back, and since her attack does the full damage with only 1 action point, she could potentially do double damage in a turn. And then her sprint, just to either get into or out of combat, or to run round the back of people to hit them in the back. I'm going to take killing momentum though. I think that'll be potentially very good. I'm really enjoying killing momentum with my crossbow user, so. And my other guy, he's the tanky version. He's all shields, and he's got this axe that gives him an extra retaliation attack and extra retaliation damage. And our race does extra retaliation damage as well. I've picked that as the starting trait. So I could make him a big stompy person. I've got 2 people like that, but I wouldn't get his ego mount anymore, and I kind of like his ego mount, so I'm not going to do that. We could just double down on the defense, which would make him very difficult. We could add more damage. I've not actually boosted his damage at all, so it might be worth starting that. Yeah, I think I might just boost his damage. I mean, there is something to be said for this. But yeah, I'd like more damage. We'll take martial expertise just now. It boosts range damage. He doesn't really have any, but maybe you'll get an item that does range damage at some point. I don't know. And we got the remains of being Dark Drake. Now we get a chunk of, normally you get 2 mana per remains, but we get extra mana and research because we've got a special building that does that. One of the wonders we got. It's got a nice, oh, that would be good for my archer. That would be good for my archer, potentially, maybe. One to healing. Lucky ring. Right, I don't care about the lucky ring. One to healing's always good. I don't know if there's anyone missing armor. I don't think there is, so we probably don't need that. The question is, do I want a bow? 20% more accuracy. You can do 45 damage if you have all your action points. So I've only got 1 character currently using a physical ranged weapon, and it's pretty good. He's just got a heavy crossbow. Question is, where is he? Do I want to... Is it you? Yeah, it's him. So the heavy crossbow does 22 damage base, as opposed to that bow did 15 3 times. So if you even have 2 action points, the heavy crossbow does less damage. If you've got 3 action points, it does about half the damage. But it ignores 5 defense. And with the killing momentum giving him an action point back, potentially you can shoot someone, kill them, and then shoot again for full strength. Would do a bit less with the bow. That being said, because we've got meteor strikes, we do splash damage. And I don't know, does he have... Did I give him Sundering Strikes? I think I might have given him Sundering Strikes as well, yeah. So it would mean he'd get the splash damage 3 times, potentially, with the bow, and he'd get his Sundering Strikes 3 times. So I think it is worth getting him that bow rather than a crossbow. It's an invisible crossbow. I have enjoyed the crossbow, but I think it's time. I think it's time to upgrade to a bow. It will mean we don't get the armor piercing anymore. I'm going to sell his remains. What's your career? Do you have anything good? Nah, see, he's got rubbish, so I'd rather get the passive income from him. But yeah, you... And now using a bow. Still an invisible bow. But he's doing 17 damage. So before, he's doing 26 with a single shot. Now he does 17 per shot. So if he's only got 1 action point, it's not so good if he's trying to move around and flank. It's not so good for flanking. But as soon as he's doing 2 action points, now he's doing 34 rather than 26. And with 3 action points, he's doing, what would that be? 51 damage, something like that? Yeah, 51 damage. So he'd be doing double damage if he gets all 3 shots. Plus, like I say, applies the Sundering defense and the meteor strikes more often. So I think it's worth it. The range is 5. What's the range in a crossbow? 4. Well, it's actually technically 5. It's because he's got a +1 range. So yeah, eel bow. Stick with that. Right, but yeah, he's just waiting on reinforcements. I also had the thought, The racial transformations. No, there's no valid targets. I wasn't sure because we've got a mole leader. And I thought maybe I needed to do a racial transformation to get them the bonuses, but either they already have it or it doesn't apply. I'm not sure which. Excuse me. Calculating. Now built a root of materium. I've built the root of ardor. And if I remember right, are they in the process of building the... Nope, not them. Who's building the heart? Have I already built the heart? Need a reminder. They've got the root materium. They've got the seed of materium. I don't think I've built the heart yet, have I? I imagine we'd get a special message if we had. Were you going to, instead of that forester? Well, if you weren't before, you are now. Build a heart of materium. So they are going to, I guess, guard the root of materium. I don't know how this works. I don't know if with the city will get attacked or... I'm not sure. It's going to be a learning experience. Just going to go and scout their borders. And then this army, I guess, will help guard there or reinforce them. She's waiting for more units, so just camp for the moment. This golden golem is one of the units she's waiting for. What are we missing? We're going to get a bastion. What's the third one going to be? An iron golem, maybe? Yeah, we'll just give her an iron golem. And one sort of... I'm not sure if I like it or not. So in Age of Wonders 3, the various special terrain features, they would very often give bonuses to units built there. For example, there was like an ancient crypt thing that would give spearmen, I think it was +2 spirit damage or something like that, and a mercenary camp would give any regulars extra, I don't know, hit points or damage or something. There was various things like that, but it meant that you ended up with like, this city is better at building support units than that city, which I kind of like from the point of view of positioning your cities to get the maximum number of bonuses and having your dedicated troop hub and so on. But I also quite like that it doesn't do that in this game, because if I need a bastion, I can take any city that's currently got a Q3 and just have them build it, or wherever I need it just builds it. I don't have to worry about optimizing. It does sort of dumb it down a little bit, but at the same time it's a nice convenience. So I'm in two minds where I stand on this. We're vassalizing that. Okay, they're just gonna guard. Just guard while we vassalize in case I don't think anything else can come along, but just in case. We've researched our area stun, so that's good. We can get another new tome. We could go for angels, but I don't really feel like we're angelic. Get war breeds and flame burst weapons. That would make our melee units extra crit chance and enemies explode when we kill them. Which is kind of cool, although our melee units don't do a lot of killing, they tend to do the tanking. Get our battle mage units and our support units a chance to cancel enemy defense modes. That is quite nice. And then a couple of things for siege projects, and the Warbreed, who's a big stompy shock unit, which we don't have a shock unit, so that might actually be worth doing. I'm considering this. We'd essentially get rat ogres, is what they would be. So I'm considering Tome of Devastation. Pandemonium doesn't really fit our theme, because I like to roleplay a bit, in case that's not clear by video 17. So that doesn't really fit what we're doing. Terramancy sort of does. It's earth-based. We're not really magic users exactly, so I'm not sure about that. Tome of Cycles is more about healing and decaying. And then Tome of Vigor is animals and growing really big. We could make a race so they're big rats. So the way this, in fact, that would actually be really good for us now that I look at it. Thematically, it doesn't really fit. Like the rest of this stuff. Beasts, we're not using beasts, we don't really want to summon animals. But super growth by itself. So it does 3 things, as it says. Plus 10 hit points, so you can withstand more damage. Plus 1 retaliation attack, and that's good for us because we already have plus 1 for being industrial. We'd have 3 retaliations, and my racial trait makes them do more retaliation damage. So that would play into that. And then decreased number of units in formation. The effect of this is, in the Age of Wonders 4, I've already mentioned this in previous videos, and you probably already know if you've got this far, but in case you don't, in Age of Wonders 4, the multi-model units, where your unit shows like 6 little guys or 3 little guys, as it takes damage, those little guys die and disappear. In Age of Wonders 3 and Planetfall, the same thing happened, but in Age of Wonders 3 and Planetfall, it was purely visual. It didn't actually have a mechanical effect. Someone on 1 hit point with a single model left did the same damage as someone on full hit points with 6 little models. In this game, for the first time in Age of Wonders, taking damage, unless, I don't know if the original game did, I don't think it did. Anyway, for the first time in recent Age of Wonders anyway, taking damage and losing models in your little display reduces your combat power. So having fewer models increases the amount of damage you have to take before you lose a model, which therefore increases the amount of damage you take before you start losing damage output. So having fewer models is generally better. Having a single model is best, because a single model is always still doing full damage. A single model that's on 10% health left does the same damage as when they're on 100% health. So this would help our species become tankier and fight for longer, fight at full strength for longer. It's just none of this fits. I do kind of want to, because it would be fun, but I don't know, just because the thematic stuff. I think I might leave it for a different playthrough, maybe. Because I'm also quite liking the Tome of Devastation. We can also go back to previous tomes. There's an awful lot of them. I'm not sure how much, if any, of these would really fit us. We could go the other route, which is make all our things smaller. We can get Tome of the Horde, gets you Spawnkin, which means you have more units in your formation, which means a smaller threshold for starting to lose combat effectiveness. But you get a straight up 20% damage boost. So as long as you're at full health, and the first little bit of damage, you do more damage, but you suffer more when you do take damage. There's also just getting more fire magic. Fire arrows would be kinda nice. Searing blades, we've already kinda got that with our meteor strikes. I'm not sure if there's anything else. The Tome of Rock, get earth skin, stone skin buff. I wasn't really feeling the rock stuff, although we're industry. Tome of Winds, I considered that before to get an archer, but we've already got an archer from one of the nature realms. I was swithering as to which one I wanted, and I decided to get the nature one because it had some healing for our units. Similarly, early nature stuff. We're not heavy, we've done a little bit of nature. We basically did the Tome of Glades was mostly to get the Glade Runner, to get the healing for our shield units, and Create Forest is sort of kind of industrial, because then we go and build foresters that build like sawmills and lumber yards. And then Tome of Fertility was pretty much purely to clean up the desolate territory. We could go for Tome of Zeal, which, if we do this enchantment, we then get Zeal, so our attacks do extra spirit damage. It doesn't really fit our thematic thing, but it would make everyone a bit stronger. With the beacon, most of the order stuff's religion. That's the thing. Order in the Empire tree is about vassals and like being in charge of people, but in the magic tomes it's pretty much all religion. It's either the sort of faithful healing buffing religion, or the faithful condemning the enemy, subjugating religion. I don't really want any of the shadow stuff. I think I'm going to go for I'm going to go for devastation. Rather than make all our rats big and chunky, we'll have the ward breed as a sort of rat ogre. We'll do that. And we'll get the flame burst weapons as well.
Above all, the fray.
Voiceover!
Those who live
For the first time!
Will always grapple for victory. Even after their blades have broken, their bones have shattered, and their brains have been turned to pulp.
I'm not letting it all play out, even for the novelty of me actually having voiceover in my videos. Right, Bastion. I think they were just building up defences. I mean, you've got a lot of defences already, but catapult towers. That's 4 catapult towers. Catapults. You have to mouse over so many things. So it does 15 damage. It says massive projectile. It has to reload. How's that better than the towers we have? Do I not already get towers? Do I not get... I'm pretty sure I get, yeah, ballista towers. They do 20 damage. I think they're better than catapults. I think maybe the catapults, everybody gets these. And the ballista towers are specific to my base, maybe? And then bolt repeaters. So the ballistas do 20 damage once, these do 10 damage 3 times, and it does specify a 1 hex radius. We'll do the artisan fortification to get the bolt repeaters. I must have clicked something. I didn't expect this. Yeah, that's just a mistake. And then these guys, they need defences, but they need lots of things. They also would probably... I'll do the Masonic Hall first, so that we can build our defences faster. Ideally we'd have another farm to boost it, but that's not really an option in the underground. Yeah. And we're not casting any of these, are we? New order skills, we can get +1 allegiance when first vassalizing. Well, that doesn't really help us at this point. We've already vassalized everybody. It's available. All our units instantly get all their hit points back, and non-hero units get +1 rank. That's a one-off thing. No, we are saving because in 2 turns I'll be able to increase the city cap and all our income will go up because we're above the city cap just now. We were insulted because I befriended Slavehold? Who the hell's Slavehold? Well, apparently I befriended Slavehold. I imagine other people insulted us. Oh yeah, and we can now get, because we've got Duskwatch under our control, we can get the dark unit, so I can get a knight. A dark knight, but still a knight. That's a shock unit. However, we're getting war breeds for that. We can also get regular knights as well. What's the difference? Both got 90 health. Both got 300 defense and resistance. They both do 24 damage in a heavy charge. They've got stand together, so they can do extra damage next to an adjacent unit with stand together, and bolstering, which is ours. Dark Knight has overwhelmed tactics, where they get extra crit chance for being next to friendly. But otherwise, they're exactly the same. The Dark Knight and the Shock Knight. Oh no, the Dark Knight also gets. The Dark Knight's better, because the Dark Knight also gets the Dark Surge. It does cold damage in a 2 hex cone. Double damage for people with negative status effects, and a lifesteal on top of that. So they're just straight up better. Also get Warlocks. I don't think I want any of this. Well, no, I'm going to get one of them. I'm going to get the Fire Giant. We had a Fire Giant before and he got ambushed and killed before I could use him. So I just want him for the novelty that we don't have Fire Giants, and I'd like to give him a try. Bell or Death... Right, they want me to be friends with Bell or Deathfinder because he's been a worthy friend to them. Has he though? Has he really? You've got a negative 140 thing. They think I should do a declaration of friendship. I'm not doing that just now because he hates me. He's at minus 460. And oh, this is Slavehold. Oh, it was one of the baddie rats places. We now have a pact of cooperation, so we're heading towards pact of loyalty. Although he's He's trying to get them. And he's further ahead than me. I could boost her allegiance. It costs 98. It'll set me back in getting this set up. But I think I'm going to do it because I don't want him getting a foothold over here. We're still behind. If I trade with them, does that make them happier? I don't really need either of them. I don't think it does. Reaches made in the siege of Gem Keep. Attack! Now, this is a safe battle, but we have injured things. I'll see what the all combat does. We might have to manually do this one too. Make sure our injured units don't die. Nope, our injured units didn't die. That's good. Saves us a little bit of time. Gem Keep. Consider yourselves part of the Industrious Rodent Empire. We'll just stay here, guarding till they are. I'm gonna have to spend a lot of mana to clean up all this desolate terrain now. My ruler has leveled up. He's now level 12. So there's arcane strength, increase our damage and accuracy and ignoring status resistance. There's a wee teleport for getting out of trouble. We could boost up her allies. I might take endurance training, just make everyone in his army a bit beefier. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. There's a wand of healing I need to give to someone, a lucky ring. Oh yeah, because I got that guy's stuff. Right, I'm actually going to give him the leather armour because he's already got really good resistance. And he's not allowed to mount because he's got a staff. You're not going to get the healing wand, I think. You, now that you've got a bow, instead of the extra vision, will get the extra accuracy. So you've got plus 20 accuracy from that and plus 20 accuracy from that. He can hit anything, anywhere. And I'll give you the healing wand. Which means we've got a hat that someone else could potentially get. What are you using? Oh yeah, you've got the mind protection thing. How about you? Oh, you've already got the vision one. How about you? You've got the vision one. I feel like, if not a patch, at least a mod to add more item types would be good. That's one step back from Age of Wonders 3, is they don't have... You can't build your own magic items. You can't build a magic forge. We captured another guy or two. This guy does not have good stuff, so we'll just keep him in our crypt. And we got the remains of a guy who does have a bunch of stuff. He's got a tier 3 bow. Does extra damage to large targets. We're probably going to sell his remains to get access to this. And an accuracy mask. And some heavy armor greaves, so it slows you down. And a wand of raising the dead. That doesn't really fit, but yeah, we're selling his remains. So where's my archer dude? Your elven bow of accuracy? We're losing the accuracy in favour of more damage. It's gained 3 damage per shot, so a total of 9. And 30% extra to large targets. And instead of resistance, since he's generally going to be staying at range if he can, make him harder to hit with range attacks. So many robes of resistance now. His ring is a morale penalty thing. Might just give him the crit chance instead. Now, slow movement. He gets very fast movement, so how does this affect his movement speed? Oh, he loses his mount. No, he's not. I don't want to lose my mount. I like him being on his eagle. But maybe one of the big boy folk. yeah, we're not going to use it. I'm going to sell the undead one. Doesn't fit our theme. And we captured her. Have I already looked at you? Yeah, you're rubbish. Now, once we vassalize Gem Keep, I think granting their freedom will help us like get them to the high levels of vassal, maybe. And granting this one their freedom, we don't especially need their gear, although they've got some stuff. But maybe that'll, I'm curious, will that help us get Slavehold? So Slavehold has allegiance 19 and their relations is 450. We get +3 per turn. I wish we could see what their relations were with them. +3 per 450, 19. If we release grant your freedom, does that affect that because of the same race? No. Oh well. Oh well. That's a shame. I think maybe it had to be the city they came from, which would have probably been this one. But maybe they'll like me more. I never thought to check that. Oh, I got all golden all of a sudden. Why is that? What's with the... Oh no! The Dia Beastmasters cast a final spell for a magic victory, the Age of Order. They're on their way to win the game. We might lose this game. Their Order Affinity spells cost 50% less mana and casting points. Each turn combat a random ally gets 3 positive status effects, loses all negative. Hostile armies will spawn next to their affinity province improvements and attempt to destroy them. Right, we need to march. We need to get... Who even are they? Who's Fidia? Fidia's the blue people that we've been trying to make friends with, but it's not been going well. This is down here. We need to get down here and trash them. They've got 15 turns to do it. It's going to take us 9 turns to get our armies down there. So we better get moving now. Heart of Order. If we can just get rid of one of these structures, I think that ends it. I was worried that was going to happen because they were all ahead of me with magic. I'll pause to get this. Are they close enough? Or maybe we can do it without having to... Yeah, we can just spend mana instead, maybe. As your troops move to attack the Lost Wizard and its collection of horrors, the enemy squeals and submits. Undulating flesh and writhing tentacles weave around in a grotesque show of panic as your weapons surround the group of eldritch horrors from the astral sea. While terrifying in aspect, these beings seem to have no fight in them, at least not for you. Or you'll leave the macabre monsters to their terror and attack them anyway. So we can attack them, we can let them flee and spread terror. That's evil. Or we can spend some mana and become good. I'm just going to spend the mana. Get rid of them, because we're not evil. Right, we get some knowledge for that, but now they need to start marching. Everybody needs to march. Well, except them, because they don't have an army yet. Scouts need to get over and start having a look. We have researched the war breed. I really want to get a war breed. Well, we can kind of see what they look like. Although I don't know how visible that'll be for viewers, but I want to build one just to get the rat version. Monument of Supremacy, extra stability for each monument, and extra draft. Yeah, let's get that. Acquired more astral dew. Vassalized Duskwatch. Is that the one we're waiting on? No, we're waiting on Gem Keep, but we are waiting on Duskwatch as well because of all this stuff. I'm going to cast a Restore the Land. Restore this research post one. I don't know if we can afford the mana to restore everything. New development. Oh, arcane. Immediately conjure a defended magic material near each city in your empire. And research posts give more knowledge, conduits give more mana. I am still working towards 800 Imperium. I must have spent Imperium on something. What did I spend Imperium on? Because we were a turn away from getting it, and now we're not. What did I get? I didn't even see anything in all that. New. Well, in any case, I'm saving. Defensive pact with Vidya. Yeah, people that like them will now try and be friends with them to share in their victory. They're no longer at war. They're at war with them. Wait, they're at war? They were in an alliance a minute ago. Oh. Everybody's suddenly going to war. I think people that got a... I was falsely denounced. They fabricated a casus belli against me. I'm gonna pay to get rid of that. Sucks that I'm giving them money for it, but I do not have the time for a second war. We need to take out the folk that are building that victory. They're no longer at war. They're on a defensive pact now. They're at war. It's all kicking off. This is because the Magic Victory Countdown started. And Beller Death What's His Face managed to vassalize them. I thought he would. Can we become friends with you? I don't think we can. No. The denouncement hurt our relations. Got a declaration of friendship, but it's just enough to keep us neutral. Could send her a gift. I'm gonna do it. Because if we probably can stop them, but if we can, I'd like to be their ally so I share their victory. Oh, this is put the cat amongst the pigeons. Everybody, turmoil is breaking out, alliances are forming, mostly alliances are breaking and wars breaking out. I mean, maybe someone else will stop them and I won't have to, because I'm about as far away, well not quite as far away as we can get. They're in a worse position, but we're still pretty far away. Okay, this wee scout is frantically running over here. Maybe I should have got the upgrade that makes them faster. This is actually a fairly stompy army. I wonder if they could... They have anything they need to clear out. They don't really... I suppose we do need some stuff to stay at home just in case we get attacked while we're off to war. So we'll keep them in the general area. We've got our fire giant. I'm going to cancel that iron golem. And they can get the fire giant instead. Send them over here. Through the chrono gate. We've got fire giant. We should have... Yep, we just finished our bastion. Right, we've got an army here. And considering that they're all rank... Other than this one, they're all rank 0. Reasonably high strength army. Okay, but yeah, you're heading down. They've got a bathhouse, so they're no longer negative stability. There's lots of things I could do with. I'm going to build the forge tower. Am I? Yeah, because that'll get me the bastion's barricade. I want to get defences up. Especially if we're charging off to the other side of the world. Dawnbane, what were they working on? Well, we've got multiple things we could do here. So they're building the reagent refinery that gives us income based on magic materials in the domain. At the moment it's saying I've only got one. We've got that in our domain. Oh, I had another one. Maybe it was counting that one even though it was guarded. So we could grab 2 more. There's one there and there's one there. Or we could try and do what we were doing. We're going to do like a mining setup somewhere. We're doing a mining setup here. But now I want to get the extra food because that'll make us grow faster. So I'm going to put down a conduit there for extra mana, and that will also feed into the adjacency for the chronogate. The chronogate gets mana and research for each adjacent conduit. We've acquired some stuff. I already had it all. Another new Empire development skill. It's a shadow one. Magic origin upkeep's reduced. That would be good to get, but like I say, I'm saving up to increase the city cap so we get rid of the penalty to our income. They are now in an alliance, they're looking to share the victory. They're in an alliance, this isn't good. Gemkeep is now my vassal. I will give them a Whispering Stone. Someone declared friendship with me. Okay, cool. You don't actually don't dislike me. Sure, I'll return. Oh no, I already have a friendship. Was I trying to make friends with them? Apparently I was trying to make friends with them. Well, the double declaration of friendship will help. Okay, yeah. They're becoming pals. Yeah, everyone's teaming up. They like me because I have good relations with free cities. That's why they don't hate me anymore. I'll take it. Okay. Wait. Why are they moving? Oh, wait. Why are they moving? They're going to the underground? But I'm sending them away down here? What? The auto move sending us to... I assume they're going to use a teleporter, but the pathing's still showing them going that way. Oh, an event. Parade of a Grand Architect. You have treated your citizens in Donbane well, and a parade was organised to celebrate you as their Grand Architect. During parade preparations, the city's Guildmaster seeks your counsel. The Guildmasters cannot decide on the theme of the parade, Guildmaster Bane Silverback says. They all wanted to show off their various skills. I tried reasoning with them, even threatened corporal punishment, but they won't agree. Of course, they will obey you, my Grand Architect. The major guilds of Donbane plan to hold a parade in your honour, but they cannot decide on the theme. So, we can get 1,000 draft if we want to build an army really quick, which maybe I do given what's going on. Celebrate our flourishing people, get a bunch of food, which honestly that's probably what we're going to do because food is difficult to get lots of. Loads of production. Or a bunch of Imperium, also tempting. I'm taking the Imperium actually. We've got a few things I've wanted to get. So, increase city cap. We just gained 400 gold a turn. Look at our gold income now. That's because we're no longer under a 20% penalty. But now it costs 1100 for the next one. I don't think we need to do any more city cap stuff. Right. I'm having a look at anything I don't have yet. So in the Imperium thing, extra siege project. Extra morale when we're defending. All active units permanently get a boost to defense and resistance. I might just take that. All the units get extra hit points, regened if they don't move, based on how many movement points. We may well take that. It's a one-off thing, but we've got a lot of units just now. The dog gets a bit tankier. In here, there's extra sensing range. Forced march. Don't need teleporters because we've got a better version already. And immediately get all our cities, which we have a few of. We've got 6. So we'd lose 1 population from all cities, but we'd gain 18 tier 1 units. If we get attacked, we'll do that. Currently we're not being attacked, we're on the offensive. Destroying infestations and stuff and conquering free cities doesn't really help us just now. Although it would have when we were cleaning up what's his face, but not right now. Vassals give us extra gold. If I didn't have a ton of gold, that'd be worth it because we've got quite a few vassals. Extra experience for our melee units. Instantly get allegiance with free cities. That would have been useful when we were competing with him. That other one for slavehold. Units recruited to the Royal Allegiance get extra ranks. Vassals gain +1 allegiance levels. I don't really care about that. All units instantly heal and gain a rank.
Actually, there's someone in here that I think I want. Walking shuffling. That's not it. I think maybe this one. Spells can be cast in the first turn of combat. We want that because we have some very powerful spells. Be able to cripple the enemy in the first turn would be good. Just skimming through these. I don't think we want any of these just now. Yeah. Shadow, get knowledge for defeating people. Spring stones, stuff. Magic origin, that would be useful for our mana income. But no, right now I want to get the one that boosts everybody's rank one, or everybody's defense. Bonus defense and resistance to everybody that's currently active. They're moving down. Why did the auto move send you up the way? I don't understand that. It's like they decided to go back there. That was weird. I don't like the auto move in general. Right, I'm keeping them inside our terrain, inside our friendly domain because they heal more. Even though it's slightly more direct. Oh no, that's friendly as well. Okay, that was silly of me. We can now build Monuments' ability, makes us get a whole bunch of draft for building soldiers and extra stability in our cities. Faithful Whispers is getting a free city faster. Wrath of the Faithful, target enemy unit takes damage. Plus for each Faithful, none of this really helps us. We could get Leaf Skin, it just makes us better. Stealthy in forests, move faster in forests. I'm not sure I want it for how it makes us look, but at the same time, it might let us get down there faster, running through forests on the way.
Bastion's building up its defences. I'm going to get Monument Stability though. They've been building defences, but I think they might go for Monument Stability, or Supremacy rather. Although, this will get us food. Is their defences? 65, it's not amazing. I'm going to do the Reagent Refinery, because... No, I'm not actually. Never mind. I'm going to get the Monument Supremacy. More stability means more of these three resources here. And yeah, they're all... The ones that were kind of friends with each other are all teaming up to get this shared victory. Top now, but can I maintain my current stature? Yes! I didn't know I was top now. My military ranking isn't strongest anymore. Okay. This is worrying. I wonder if their alliance will fall apart if we destroy their magic victory. And they're getting attacked. We can't see it just now, but they're getting attacked by, I think it just spawns like marauders and stuff to try and stop them. So maybe they'll be stopped before we get there. I think once this is over, we need to set up some outposts with teleporters just for when this happens again. Age of Materium unlocked. Right, I've built my Heart of Materium, so I was just a few turns behind them basically. So the Heart of Materium gives me +1 Materium Affinity, our damage spells, Materium down spells do 20 extra damage, our debuff spells inflict 2 sundered, and it's needed for the magic victory. I can't start it though, I can't start casting it while they're doing theirs. So it doesn't even show me how much it will cast. It says casting cost 0, so we have to stop them first. I'll do my leaf skin transformation. I would just set one course and let it auto move, but we just saw the auto move had them running back for some reason, so I don't trust it. Right, our scout over here. As I say, maybe I should try and get a wee outpost over here. Oh, you need a hero. Okay, right. I wasn't sure about that.
I did suspect we needed a hero, but I wasn't sure. Focus of Devastation makes our magic units do more, not do more damage, cancel enemies' defense things. And we can get another new tome. You know what? Maybe we'll do super growth.
The unbridled power of the herd thundering over the...
Yep, talk all you want. I've got things to do. I'm panicking a little bit. Stability, or supremacy rather. I'll get the Crucible first, because it gives us a big defensive buff, and this is like my main amount they produce here. This is my main troop production place, and I think I might start building some units. I want to get a few of these, what are essentially going to be rat ogres. Big chunky boys. They've got 120 health, reasonably solid defences. They do a single hit for 27, which is what my archer crossbow is doing. But they remove retaliation, remove defence mode, ignore charge resistance, do the sunder, and they knock the enemy back and move into their square. And then I've also got a cone attack to hit multiple units, along with all the various buffs that we've applied to them. Right, so I'm just going to build a bunch of warbreeds there. Give me the Bastion's barricade. And then I think the Monument of Supremacy. We've already got decent defences, so just get me my monument. I want to make sure that our happiness is up quite high. We can get a new zone, so I'm going to do a quarry. It's at this point the amount of resources we get from it's kind of minimal, but our quarries, because we're great builders, give us an extra little bit of gold, but also this rune carver's camp gives you mana based on adjacent quarries, so I have got it surrounded by 4 quarries. We can now do our leaf skin. We've got steel skin, we've got gold skin, now we've got leaves as well. I don't know how visible it is. Yeah, we're kind of green now. But we need it for running through the forests. We may not be so different. If we can get pals with them, maybe we can get pals with them as well, and maybe they'll help us destroy the baddies. So they've got the strongest military now. Or do... No, I've got the strongest, but Empire's with a weaker military. This must have been triggered on a previous turn or something, and then things have changed. Because I've got a stronger military than them. I don't know why it's focusing on this. My golden citadel. However, we're at an hour, so that'll be the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you see you in the next one. We'll see if we can stop this magical victory and get our own one started. But for now, goodbye. Have a good day.